The question here says k is a positive integer. K is a positive integer. That is, k is a positive whole number, and 225 and 216 are both divisors of k. Now, if k equals 2 to the power a times 3 to the power b times 5 to the power c, where a, b, c are also positive integers, that is, they are also positive whole numbers, then what is the least possible value of a plus b plus c? This is another very cute question, a very interesting question. Alright, but then there are always ways to solve these problems. That's the beauty of it. So I'm going to show you how to solve this. Okay, now before I begin to explain this, let me just give you an explanation of something, an intuitive explanation. Now, if you observe, let's consider the number 18 divided by 6. Now when you divide 18 by 6, what you would obtain is 3. So this implies that 6 is a divisor of 18, that is 6. So this implies that 6 is a divisor of 18, because 18 divided by 6, and then you obtain a number without a remainder. So that tells you that 6 must be a divisor of 18. And then also it doesn't stop there, but then if 6 is a divisor of 18, then that also implies that 18 must contain all the factors of 6. That is, 18 must contain all factors of 6. That is what it implies. Now how do we mean by this? Now let's look at the whole scenario again. So you have 18 divided by 6. Now 18 is the same thing as 2 times 3 times 3, and then divided by 6. The prime factorization of 6 is 2 times 3. So what you'd observe is this is 2, this is 3, this is 2, this is 3. So for the mere fact that 18 is divisible by 6, then that implies that 18 must contain all the factors of its divisors. So anytime you're told that a particular number has a divisor, it implies that that number must contain all the factors of that divisor. Alright, so we're going to lay credence to this information we have here to solve this problem. So now what we are told here is, we're told that k is a positive integer, and then it says 225 and 216 are both divisors of k. I'm going to stop here. Are both divisors of k. So if 225 and 216 are both divisors of k, then let's now see what we have here. So based on what we have here, that implies that k must contain all the factors of 225 and 216. That is what it implies based on the analogy we have here. So the information we have here implies that k must contain all factors of 225 and 216. That is what it implies. So if k must contain all factors of 225 and 216, so let's go ahead and find the factors of 225 and 216. Probably we'll call that a prime factorization. So I want to find the prime factors of 225 and 216. So now to find that, so now for 225, so for 225, how do we find the prime factors of that? So now 225, to find that, so we start with the lowest number that can divide 225. So 2 can't go in 225, so we start with 3. So 3 in 225 is going to give us 75. Then 3 can still go. 3 in 75 is going to give us 25. Then 3 can't go anymore, so we go to 4. So 4 also can't go. 4 can't divide 25. Then we go to 5. So we go to 5. So we have 5 in 25, you have 5, and also 5 in 5, you have 1. So that implies that, so this is 3 squared, and then this is 5 squared. So that implies that 225 can be written as 3 squared times 5 squared. So this is kind of like the prime factorization of 225. So the other number we have is 216. So that is 216. So let's go ahead and find the prime factors of 216. So you have 216. So you have 216. So this is an even number. So we can start with 2. So 2 in 216, you have 108. Then 2 can still go because this is an even number. So you have 54. This is also an even number. You have 27. So 2 can't go anymore. So we go to the next number, which is 3. So 3 in 27 is 9. 3 in 9 is 3. And 3 in 3 is 1. So this is 222. This is 2 cube. And then this is 333, which is also 3 cube. So 216 can be written as 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 3. So now we have the factors of this 3 squared and 216. So now, based on the information we have here, it says since 225 and 216 are divisors of k, then k must contain all factors of 225 and 216. So if k must contain all factors, so we know that 3 squared and 5 squared is a factor of 225, and 2 cube and 3 cube are factors of 216. So since 3 squared and 5 squared are factors of 225, so that implies that 3 squared and 5 squared must be a factor of k, because 225 is a divisor of k, so it must contain all the factors of 225. And also from the next statement we have here, 2 cube and 3 cube are also factors of 216. So that also implies that 2 cube and 3 cube must also be a factor, or are also factors of k. So now let's go and see what we're going to do here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine these two. So since 3 squared and 5 squared are factors of k, so it's like saying, and then this and this are factors of k. So that means all of them, the 4 of them, are factors of k. So it's like saying 2 cube, 3 cube, 3 squared, 5 squared are all factors of k. So if you say 3 cubes is a factor of k and 3 squared is a factor of k, so you might decide not to just write this. So let's just choose the one that has the highest exponent. So if 3 cubes is a factor and 3 squared is a factor, so we know that 3 cube is going to be a factor of k. So like we have there, but what? So since we're told that this must be a factor, so we have to choose the one that has the highest exponent anyway. So we have, this is going to be 2 cube, and then we have 3 cube. So we have 5 squared to be a factor of k. So yes, that is what we know. So we know this now. And then the reason why we chose the highest one is because when we come here, we're told that 225 and 216 are both divisors of k. So k must be equal to what? So we have to choose the one that has the highest exponent. You understand? So because what we have here is we do not have any other 3 around or something like that. Alright, now we understand that. So since 2 cube, 3 cube and 5 squared are factors of k, so we could as well say that probably the lowest possible number that k can be is just going to be 2 cube, or let's say 2 cube times 3 cube times 5 times 5 squared. So this is going to be my a. So we'll call this my a, this will be my b, and then this will be my c. So based on what we have here, it says 2 to the power a, 3 to the power b, and 5 to the power c. 2 to the power a, 3 to the power b, and 5 to the power c. So my a is 3, my b is 3, and my c is 2. So let's go back to the question. it says what is the least possible value of a plus b plus c. So let's sum the values we have here. So when you sum a plus b plus c, you would have that's 8. So 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8, and then that tells us that the solution of the problem should be E. Yeah, that's how it's been solved. Yeah. Right. Any questions, just drop them in the comment box below. Thanks for watching.